The donuts are all ready. This would be a perfect thing to bring to someone's home for a Hanukkah party. Yum!
Oh, that's what you got here.
I'm so shocked they were oven baked.
I'm stealing another.
It's that time of year again. Hanukkah is here. It's one of our favorite holidays. I took out all the boxes that we have in our garage to decorate the house and make it all festive. So come along with me today and I'll show you how we're going to be decorating. We have a few projects in these boxes that my kids have decorated in the past. Who did this before? You did? Was it a project? Your shoes. So I keep all of these cute things that we've had over the years. This was also another project that Yehoshua did. We're going to decorate the whole house.
This is a pillow.
Yeah, some Hanukkah inspired towels. This as well.
We hang it up.
Every night a new beginning, full of joy and filled with singing. There is food and wine around the table. Our home became our temple, celebrating that it's not too late to try. Welcome to the first of nights. Celebrate a miracle. Ooh, this is how I feel inside. It's a light that carries on, and I will try to save the light. Welcome to the first of nights. Celebrate a miracle. Ooh, this is how I feel inside. It's a light that carries on, and I will try to save the light.
When mommy has no spatial orientation.
I have tape on my head.
Shy to the rescue.
I have tape on my head.
And I'll give a cup.
Oh my god.
Now that it's Rosh Chodesh Kislev, which is the new Jewish month of when Hanukkah is, I'm definitely in the spirit to fry up some delicious, delectable donuts. And I find that Sfinj donuts are my easiest ones to make. I always gravitate to them. I think they're the first ones that I make every single year, besides my cottage cheese donuts. That's easy as well. So I just quickly came home from work, made up this batter, because I really had donuts on my mind. If you follow me on Instagram, I posted about them. And generally on Instagram, I just post more frequently because it's an easier platform to maneuver, a lot less editing to do. So definitely follow me on there if you haven't. So I just made my dough, and you can definitely find this recipe already on my channel. I'll have it linked down below for you. And I'm gonna just put it to the side now, let it rise for about an hour and a half until it's doubled and very fluffy and delicious. And we're gonna fry these up for dessert tonight after dinner. I'm gonna set up my station here. Once the donuts are fried up, the oil has heated up nicely. Now the key to not getting this all over yourself, because it's a very sticky dough, is to either get your hands wet with water. I find that it's safer if you just spray your hands with some oil, because you don't want water to go into hot oil. That'll be a dangerous situation. I don't have enough oil. All right, now they're nice and oily. Take about this much, stretch it out, and it doesn't have to be perfect. Stretch it out as best you can and drop it in the hot oil.
I don't give you bracha. You owe me a bracha. I didn't judge you.
The donuts are all beautifully fried, and now I'm topping it up with some confectioner sugar. There's a whole slew of things you can do. You can put cream on top, you could put lotus, you could put jam, you could put chocolate. This is just nice and simple on a weeknight when you want something yummy and dairy-free.
The house is all beautifully decorated, so now it's time to make all of these Hanukkah treats that is completely synonymous with what Hanukkah is. A lot of fried things, some latkes, some donuts. Today I'm going to share a new recipe with you for little mini donut holes. This is great when you want to just get a taste of everything with all the fillings. This is also great when you want to whip this up very quickly after work during the week, and you don't want to wait. There's no yeast in here, so there's no proofing anything. You're going to mix everything in this bowl, and your donuts are going to be ready to be fried, which is absolutely perfect for busy moms and parents, grandparents who are having their grandkids over. So come along and let's share this yummy recipe with you. Into a bowl, we're going to be adding in 4 cups of all-purpose flour, 1, 2, 3, and 4. 2 tablespoons of baking powder go in, and this is what's going to give you that donut texture. 2 teaspoons of salt, a 1/3 cup of sugar. Mix everything up. Now you're going to need to take
10 tablespoons
of cold butter from the freezer or from the fridge, and you're going to need to grate that into your mixture. I don't know why, but this, just looking at this snowy consistency over the top is just oddly satisfying. Mix this up with your hands until you get coarse crumbs. Now we're going to be adding in 1.5 cups of milk. And that's it. Those are all the ingredients that you're going to need to make these donuts. Mix everything up until it forms a dough.
This is what your dough is going to look like. It's going to be formed, but slightly, ever so slightly sticky. You're going to take a little piece of it and roll it into a ball and place them on your plate to fry up.
Take a little portion at a time and start rolling out the balls. You could also use this cookie scooper so they could be all even.
I've shaped all of the donut balls, and now they're ready for frying. Place some oil into a pot and let it get nice and hot for frying. A lot of people ask me, how do I know if my oil is ready for frying? Here's a tip. Use a wooden spoon, drop it in, And if you see a lot of bubbles forming at around the base of it, then you know it's ready. Right now, it's not quite ready because it's not bubbling as much. If it bubbles like this, it's ready. Once done, toss each of the donuts into some sugar. For half of the batch, I did coat them in sugar, and the rest of the batch I decided to place some confectioner sugar over the top to give everybody a variety. This is perfect to actually do when you're hosting a party and you want these things to be fresh and delicious. You can arrange them beautifully on a platter and have like a DIY station for donuts with all of the toppings and all of the fillings. It's going to be a really nice presentation. The donuts are all ready. I have some powdered sugar ones here, the rolled ones in sugar, and this is the cutest tray I have here with some Nutella, dulce de leche, raspberry preserve, and some condensed milk. So this would be a perfect thing to bring to someone's home for a Hanukkah party, or a perfect thing to add to your Hanukkah party if you're hosting, which is like a DIY station where everyone can just make their own, bite into one, add any kind of filling that they want.
Now what are you gonna do? Ooh, flour.
Finally, after all of the delicious donuts, we're going to be making some latkes, but not the traditional way where you're frying it on the skillet and splatter goes everywhere and everything smells and looks yucky on your stovetop. I wanted to make it all in the oven, all in one tray, or maybe two, depending on how much comes out. It's gonna be delicious and crispy, I promise. So let's get started and I'll show you how to do it.
Like any basic latkes, we have some potatoes, onions, oil over here. I would use about 3 large Idaho potatoes to about 4 medium-sized ones. 1 onion, salt and black pepper to taste, half a cup of oil that we're going to be putting onto this tray. You need 1 egg, 2 tablespoons of flour, and some scallions just for a pop of color in your latkes. I also prepared over here a colander of any sort that you may have with a bowl over here so that any of the excess juices can just flow out from the potatoes and onions.
Now I'm just gonna food process the entire thing. Now I'm placing the entire thing into this colander, just so that any excess water can drip out, leaving our latkes really nice and dry so they could be optimally crispy. Give it a nice squeeze to help out all the liquid to come out.
As you can see, there's lots and lots of liquid that comes out. And it's just gonna help everything stay crispy.
While the potatoes are draining, I'm placing half a cup of avocado oil into my sheet pan and placing that into a 425-degree oven to get nice and hot. We got a nice amount of water out. I'm gonna drain this. You're gonna leave all of that white potato starch in there. Add in your potatoes and onions. Now to the potato mixture, I'm adding in 1 egg, 2 tablespoons of flour, and about 3 sprigs of scallions that I've sliced up. I season it to taste with some black pepper and some salt. Mix everything really nice and well until everything is incorporated. The oil is nice and hot now, so we're going to be placing a tablespoon of the batter at a time onto the tray.
Flatten each latke out so it could be nice and flat and get optimally crispy in the oven. It's going to go into a preheated oven at 425 degrees for about 25 minutes, and then we're going to flip them over.
Wow, it looks so good.
The latkes have been in the oven for 25 minutes at this time, and we're flipping them over. Guys, I can't believe it. It's like as if I fried them without all of the without all the mess and the hassle. They go back into the oven now for an additional 10 minutes until they're done.
These are out of the oven and I'm completely amazed at how beautiful they are, how crispy they are. I only used a half a cup of oil for this entire batch, and I would have used so much more if I would be frying them in the skillet. Definitely will be doing this from now on. Both sides are yummy and crispy. I don't know if you could hear the crunch. We are going to thoroughly enjoy them.
No, you can't have it. No, you can't have it.
We're here for the first time trying these oven latkes. The thing is hot, so don't touch it. I'm gonna steal one even though she says I can't. But I can tell you, very crispy. Wow, really good and not so oily. I made a bracha on the fried ones earlier. Wow, that's crunchy right here. They're delicious.
I'm so shocked they were oven baked. Amazing. You guys gotta try it.
I'm stealing another.